62% of the entire population is in agriculture. This percentage means 28 million people are still surviving on agriculture. 5.6 million families share a room each, have no toilet. According to the census, there are 10.6 million households in Uganda. The average size of a household is 4.2 persons. According to the census, 53% of the households in the country sleep, 4 people sleep in one room. In Karamoja, it is even worse. It is 70% of the households that are sleeping in one room dwelling. So families have one room, that's where they sleep. According to the UBOS report, 7% of Uganda's population is without a toilet facility, still engaged in open defecation. Open defecation in Karamoja is at 60%, according to UBOS. World Health Organization underpins safe disposal of human waste as one of the key measures to reduce diarrhea transmission. Only 4.7 million households had improved sanitation facilities. As many as 6.5 million households are still using firewood. 20 million Ugandans food insecure. The Bureau of Statistics on page 356 of their report notes that 20 million Ugandans are moderately or severely food insecure. This is 4 people in every 10, representing 46% of the entire population. Again, Karamoja is worst hit, with 63% of the population suffering from food insecurity. It is followed by Teso. The chair of the committee is from Teso, the vice is from Karamoja. It is followed by Teso at 50% and Buked also at 50%. Also the reason is not very difficult to find. On page 332, UBOS reports that 98% of the country is still relying on rainwater for agriculture production. Irrigation is being undertaken only at 4%. Mind you, 62% of Uganda's population, or 20 million, are engaged and survive on agriculture. There was a proposal last year to buy and roll out 300 tractors to boost agriculture production. Mr. Museveni ordered this parliament to remove money for tractors. It had allocated last year, and you remember who we gave it to, Magora. The amount required for these tractors, 300 billion. The vice chair here was very happy that this is the best budget. You want 300 billion for tractors, they have provided 25. Very good budget. Last year, Parliament had also allocated 60 billion to complete construction of health centers. The list, you still have it. President Museveni forced Parliament to instead allocate this money, as I said, to Magora. He has now restored only 25 billion. You have, they can buy a regional referral hospital. No window, nothing. Almost 95% completed. You can't find money to complete it. And then you come here and say this is the best budget. For you, from Mumbai, if it is the best, I thank you. I am finishing. This is the last. Our recommendation is that don't approve the budget until it is structured to deal with the country's socio-economic challenges. The money for workshops, entertainment, travel, fuel, etc. should be reallocated to education, health, agriculture, and roads. You are accosting the Minister of Works here. He doesn't have money, 900 billion to buy fuel for government vehicles, and then they begin moving around as if they are touring the country. The final pages are just staff. I don't have to read them. Staff of our dear president, including cooks, gardeners. But I have also put the staff of Mulago Hospital for you to appreciate that the National Referral Hospital operates at 49%. Our view, since the law says that the budget should be passed by 30th of May, is for you to reject this particular budget. We go back and restructure it to deal with those issues that are affecting our people. If you don't, you will have betrayed them. I want to thank you very much, honourable members, for listening to me, and Madam Speaker.
I chair the Watch Forum. My concern is about the so many villages in Uganda without even a single water source. The budget committee needs to provide money for that.
Thank
Two, We know today we had a meeting with the Ntoroko and the Bundibujo districts. Those areas are prone
Did you take
to
those
disasters.
issues? Did you take them to the sectoral committee and the budget committee?
Madam Chair, we already talked about them, but I'm emphasizing. So those districts need to be helped with the piped water. They don't have ecos and toilets. And yet when it floods, the area floods, they cannot support themselves with good toilet systems.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. My concern with the budget is the allocation that has been given to cattle compensation, which has considered only Teso, Lango, and Acholi. Bukedi, I wanted to ask, Bukedi has not been considered, and these issues lingering around the Bukedi. I'm wondering why they consider only those one, and yet they consider them they have been considering them in other budgets. We expected the other regions also to be included.
Thank you.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. I thank the Chair for the main report, but I'm in support of the minority report that we give time for this budget to be restructured. Right Honourable Speaker, my main concern is about domestic arrears. An allocation of 1.4 trillion versus a 15 trillion. And for the Minister of Works alone, the Minister of Works has a 1.7 trillion arrears. So, Right Honourable Speaker, I beg that we revise on the figure of domestic arrears, not to frustrate the private sector. Number two is about the 60 billion allocation to ROCO. Right Honourable Speaker, I request that we refer payment or allocation of that money, because the Auditor General in his report made the recommendation that the PSST should stay any allocation to private companies till when we get a right framework on how to give bailouts to private companies. Right Honourable Speaker, lastly is the issue of about the RDCs. Right
We will not do reallocation in the House. That's why we had all the time to go to the sector committee, to the budget committee on those issues. But Honourable Minister, take note of what the member is raising.